Hello Gemini and welcome to Soul Sundays. Gemini, it's a quick 3-card spread, one for mind, body and soul for your week ahead. So let's get started. Universe and angels, messages and guides, my higher self, I call upon you now to give me a clear and accurate reading for the sign of Gemini. Please show me what they need to hear, know what they want to hear for the year ahead. Can I please have 3 cards, one for mind, one for body and one for soul? Please show me, thank you. Mind, body and soul. There you go. Okay, I'm going to take both out. You've drawn the Queen of Angels, so Queen of Swords, and the High Priestess, which speaks about intuition. It's a deep kind of combination of cards to get there. One I would say represents you. The Queen of Angels represents an air sign, right? In traditional tarot, she literally has a hand out like this, is saying, come here, tell me your truth, or I'm going to cut your head off. She's very black and white, there's no grey, which often can speak to your sign, Gemini. But what's interesting is that it's come out with the card of the High Priestess, literally the most intuitive card, or the most intuitive energy of the entire deck. I'm getting like kind of like a rush of energy at the back of my head as I say that to you. So for some of you, it's actually asking you to really delve deep this week into what it is that makes you feel happy, and you've got to trust your intuition a little bit. Can I have 1 card, please, for their health? Just one. There it is. Change physicians. So for some of you, you could be seeing the same doctor and have been going to the same one for a little while, and the card's telling you it's time to make a change. Maybe you've not been getting the answers that you wanted, or if you have been, I don't feel like it's the best course of action for you. Interesting. And then you've drawn the card of Center, which is really cool because that kind of aligns to this. They almost look identical in their energy and what they're bringing forward. Right, wow, Gemini, big week, okay, starting off nice and strong, coming up as yourself in your reading, the Queen of Angels or the Queen of Swords. Beautiful card. The illustrations on this look amazing. She almost looks a little bit spooky and alien-esque, eyes open. What's interesting is the card you've drawn it out is the card of intuition, right, which asks you to go within, to listen to that gut feeling, that tummy feeling that you have, aligned to your throat chakra, aligned to your third eye, aligned to your crown chakra, get everything all ready and happening. And you can only do that when you adopt a duality. What's interesting is that your Gemini, the sign of the twins, eyes wide open, eyes wide shut. It's not a coincidence, right, is my point. The Queen of Swords, as I said to you before, or the Queen of Angels, as it's denoted in this book, and I'm just trying to find it for you. It's titled Visionary here, right? What's interesting is that in, the traditional tarot, I told you, it can often be someone that's very straight down the line, black and white, right? But it also speaks about being quick-witted, perception. And the flip side of it is about having loneliness creep up. So Gemini, one of the things that I love most about your sign and the characteristics or the traits is, and I talk about this a lot, is how intelligent you are, how witty you are, as the card denotes. But the flip side of that is sometimes someone who doesn't know you, who doesn't know your charm, can get offended pretty easily, or you can come off as quite cold. Maybe it's because you go into this phase and you withdraw, or you go into the other side of your twin, however you want to look at it symbolically. And in doing that, you can alienate a fair amount of people. This is asking you to really create a vision for your life, right? And project it through every cell of your body. It's asking you to really go deep and start thinking about, what kind of life do I want to create? Where am I aligned? It's been a massive year for you of change. And if you go back and look at the yearly video, we're almost at the end of this decade, which is crazy, but you're kind of transforming. And I think what you're doing, Gemini, is this week is learning a little bit of maturity by tapping into your intuition. And you know what I was saying before about using the power of your imagination to address what kind of life you want to have. This card speaks to that as well, right? It speaks a lot about going within and really asking yourself that deep question, like, yeah, I live in this city, but is this where I want to live? Yeah, I do that for a job, but is that really what calls to me? Yes, I'm in this relationship, but am I really fulfilled? Or yes, I've been single for a long time, telling myself that I'm happily single, but is that really my truth? The thing with a high priestess is you normally draw this card when you're ready to explore that inner side of yourself, okay? So I feel like for a lot of you that's coming up. It's about looking beyond the obvious and the superficial, the materialistic, and into the heart of a matter, into the core of your being, right? It says very clearly in here is that this may be a week or a time of stillness. Quiet your mind so you can hear the wise counsel of your inner voice. There are unforeseen forces at work, orchestrating the whole universe to bring in intense and beautiful experiences into your life. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Chains, physicians. Okay, so since when do we ever call a doctor that, by the way? I don't know who's out there, what you're seeing, who you're seeing, but I feel like you keep going to see the same doctor, doing the same test, same kind of blood test, same urine samples over and over again and getting nowhere. This is a card telling you go get a second or even a third opinion, okay? You know deep within your body when it's telling you something's not right. I've had this personal situation with health so many times, and it took going to see the right doctor to then having the right test done to be able to confirm what I knew was going on in my body, but I didn't know what the scientific thing was. This card's asking you to be honest with yourself about your feelings. So if you need to change your medication or your treatment, maybe some of you are taking treatment for mental health, antidepressants, something like that, and it's giving you a few side effects, then research and try and find some info and take it to your doctor. If your doctor's not going to help you, then go find another one, okay? You deserve someone who's going to listen to you and really respectfully try and help you solve what's going on with your body. That is, after all, the role of a doctor, right? So make appointments, ask for help for the right person to come in and guide you for your health. The card for your spiritual or soul message for this week is Center. Now, I told you before, it looks very much like this card, right? It's what I could see. Now, do you see the symbolism? So you've got the circle here. These are two complete different decks, by the way. You can see this one's bordered, this one isn't. You've got the circle symbolism here. You've got tree of life growth coming through here. You've got the third eye chakra enlightened. She's got a jewel here, same thing. What's the main difference? There's colour and light in this. There's darkness and depth in this. And her eyes are open, right? But when you go and have a look at these cards together, how similar do they look? It's almost even like the bejeweled image is very similar. The colour, it's just incredible. It's showing me that if you align to your heart chakra, then everything else that is unseen, unfelt, unheard is going to come through for you, Gemini. Two queens together, hey? It's about centering yourself so that you can actually make the decisions you need to, okay, this week. That's the overall message. It's about going within, finding your center again, and that's going to be able to give you the twist that you need to get through the rest of the year. And, you know, one of the difficulties of your sign is that often you can refuse all this kind of woo-woo self-help stuff because you think it's a little bit too self-centering. It's not, okay? This is the message to say to yourself, it's time to bring the focus to your well-being, your values, your fortune, your loves, and the center of your world back to number one, okay? If you're a parent, a single parent, you've been giving so much to your child, it's time to actually stop and pause this week to really have a reflection of, is this the right way to handle this situation? Is this where I'm going? When you're centered and you're grounded, it makes you stronger and more balanced. And any kind of disturbances or things that come up are less likely to knock you off course. So it's asking you to extend your sphere of influence, find your center this week, Gemini. And then the rest is going to flow. All right, my loves, I hope you found this reading helpful. It was a pleasure doing it for you. You have a great week. Take care.